Hello everyone. So I finally got something in that I've been wanting to get for quite a while, and it's a Detainer padlock. Now I have a clear acrylic one that I got when I originally got this tool, the Detainer, because I wanted to learn a new type of. I had no idea what a Detainer was. And the acrylic lock helped me in that respect, because I could see what was going on. And then after that, the thing almost self-destructed after a few times. The shackle, popped out and everything, and that's the acrylic one. And so what I did was I said, man, I want to get, a real one of the ones that they're using, a real one, not just an acrylic one, something you can't see, and see how challenging they are and stuff like that. Well, Banggood was always listing theirs as sold out, sold out, sold out. So I finally went on Amazon, and like I said, I've been waiting for a few months to finally, and Amazon had some, and they basically are coming from China, and they're only like $8. And so it's not anything super duper, but it's a dong-ya, alright? Top security. So some of this is really funny to read, when they put on there, especially when you get to the back, because it's a wise choice dong-ya security lock. Dong-ya security lock is particularly designed for the social security. Oh, wow, that's what I needed for. I'm about to get Social Security, so that's what that's for. It contains good character, and is especially suitable for those important places such as family, warehouse, office, and so on. Against versatile key. I think he's talking about. If you can see that, it looks like that somebody was trying to use a skeleton key. The internal construction of the lock has innovated and modified from the usual ball. I think he was talking about a pin there, but who knows? To the special multiple layer one. So the versatile key cannot turn the lock in any way. Alright. Against saw. Hardened steel shackle cannot be cut by saw. Oh, yeah? Well, maybe not a wood saw. I mean, they show a hacksaw there. Anyways, avoid to be prized. P-R-I-Z-E-D. Okay? The device contains a very hard R-steel, A-R-S-T-E-E-L, ball. I don't know what the hell that is. To pin the shackle, and it is so strong that it cannot be prized by force. Okay. Against drill, hardened lock shaft cover can be against drill. So you get a lot of laughs for like $7 or $8. I have taken it out of the package, and I have picked it open twice already. So I thought I would go ahead and tell you what you need to know about if you've never messed with a disc detainer. Now, in comparison, this is also a disc detainer. All right, and this type I found out the Sergeant Greenleaf Environmental has been around since the 40s and stuff. So it's not a new idea, but when I first put my Chinese pick tool inside this Chinese pick, man, you talk about gritty. This type of picking is more of hardcore picking or whatever. It's not a lot of finesse and stuff. What you do is you get in there and you rotate all of the disc to the right with a tension wrench or whatever you can to fit in there, right? And that's what last you're going to be using of a tension wrench. And you can look at the key and you can tell that there's really only like about 3 elements that have to be turned. or 3 discs. The rest of the key is flat, so everything was designed to just turn and go like 90 degrees except for those 3. So I put my disc detainer in here, and I'm using, it's got these nuts and it's got these bolts on either side, so I put the pick all the way down into the bottom. This is the way I started it. And there's a little rod that goes up and down on this thing, and there's no calibration on it, so you're just going to have to go by feel. Sightless Cincy, you should get one of these. You'd really like it because it's a bizarre lock, and it's really right up your alley with feel, because I think you would have a lot of fun with these if you haven't already messed with them. But anyways, I go through and I just make sure that every one of the discs, and it's really hard to count these. If you look in there, I'll do it after if I pop this shackle. Now it still has the vulnerability of, you could just take a common screwdriver, and go in there and pop this sucker open. So it's not high security by any means, but it might fool somebody that's doesn't have one of these picks with them, or has never seen a disc detainer, or doesn't know about a screwdriver. Oh, there we go. I got it. Right. So and this is another unusual thing about. I haven't modified this Chinese pick either. If you look at Bosnian Bill's channel, he tells you how to disassemble this thing and how to modify them to make them more precise and to smooth them up. But both of these things are just basic, like no modifications done to them at all. And that's how long it took me to get into that Dong Ya. But it's a lot of fun. I noticed the shackle has also been like drilled out a little bit, and I was trying to look in here and shake and see, like a ball bearing. There we go. He's in there, but doesn't look like he comes out much. It might only be like one side. Like you see those double cutout locks sometimes, and you think, oh wow, it's double locking. Well, not if that ball bearing never comes out and engages, Maybe it's because it's picked open and it's in its recess. But anyway, they're a lot of fun to play around with. You can see now in there the 3 discs that have been turned. The rest of them are at the normal thing. Now, with the Sargent and Greenleaf, it's kind of the same way. You've got 3 discs in there, and I actually have the key for this 102, and you can see there are only 3 elements. Man, I have messed with this thing for hours and hours, and according to the chart and everything else, one should be at 90 degrees, one should be at 180, and one should be at 45. In my last job, I did bending pipes at those angles all the time. I know exactly what those things are. I can get all of the gates set up on that environmental lined up just right, but I never get it past the point where it'll open the, It's supposed to be, when you line them up, there should be another little additional turn, and you get it. But anyways, back to this particular DD extra top security. My only recommendation about these things is, for getting one, is I really wouldn't use it for anything like that, but they are fun to play with and pick. It's a different kind of picking, and it's a lot of fun. And it can be cheap fun too. You can get, I don't remember how much this pick cost, the disc detainer pick cost on Banggood, but it was pretty cheap. And like I said, I couldn't get the lock on Banggood, but I found through Amazon. It wasn't even eBay. I think it was Amazon that I got the Dong Ya top security lock. So there you go. I hope everyone's having it's Halloween right now. It's kind of raining and everything. I hope everyone's having a good time having their Halloween adventures. And no, this is not a West Coast Challenge pick one or anything like that. It's just a normal me playing around with my new. This is really a fancy table. I'm telling you, it's smooth, and I haven't done anything to it. I'm going to scratch it up more using my locks on it than whoever threw this thing out. So there you go. You can look at my previous video for scores in dumpster diving. Oh, and one other thing that they threw away also, which we can use in lock sport and do use, is, look at this. It has not even been opened. It's DevCon plastic steel epoxy, glass-filled heavy-duty epoxy. It's never been out of the package. So, found that. Gonna go back to the dumpster after this. Just wanted to put this, make this video and wish everyone a happy Halloween. So, there you go.